Hi, my name is Harriet Stevenson from Dining Together Online. I'm here to give you a brief tutorial on what Dining Together Online is in order to convince you that you ought to try it, get the benefits from it. Every Wednesday night at 6 o'clock, I call my brother on a phone. I have an iPhone, and we commence a session of eating dinner together. We usually start with may have a cocktail or a glass of water, or I do the coffee, and oftentimes we'll clink or say greetings and proceed then to have a meal which we have prepared. And usually we try to make these fast, just how we have come to this, fast and easy, but tasty. Always have to be tasty. And we're usually comparing notes on what we did and how we did it, and how it tastes, and the food part of it. When we first started, actually we've been doing this for 3 years now. When we first started, we did cook our meals together too, which worked out really great, and we learned a lot of new recipes, and really focused on healthy, fast, low calorie, tasty. But after a couple of years, we decided we really would rather focus on the conversation and communication part of our session. So now we just pretty much start. We call and just start eating. We have a few rules we have developed from this, and one major one is this is a unique kind of relationship. It's a new relationship. We call it a Dining Together Online partner, a DTO partner, and it's the way it is. It's like if you had a golf partner or something, you have certain rules or guidelines when you're with that particular person, and the golf partner isn't necessarily. It's a different thing from a friend or a different thing from a family member. It might also be a friend and a family member, but while you're doing this golfing or while you're doing this dining, you're in this role, and you stay in this role. It's a unique role, and it's kind of exclusive during that time. During that time, we have the space is exclusive. We have the space that is it's in the house. It's always the same space. We try to have the same space, and it's just a space that I've used for my work environment, but set up so that we can do the dinner, and so the relationship is exclusive, and we're committed to the fact that it's positive. It's going to be positive for both of us, for both of us, and so and to that end too, we found that the guideline or rule of there's certain topics of conversation we found we really needed to make off limits, because right now we like politics is just an absolute no-no right now for us, and or at least it was when we started, and now we've gotten so that we can actually do better with this. But to begin with, again, there's some things we don't want to deal with, and maybe over time we'll learn how to deal with that better. But as we're building our DTO relationship, our DTO partner relationship, we just find it works better. So, and the communication almost always starts by talking about the food we got, and we have a really good time on the just talking about what's been going on, and our conversations develop as we go, and oftentimes this is accompanied by I tend to take notes in what we call a DTO journal, and it just helps to I make notes about maybe what we'd had for dinner or what our menu was, and actually during the week when I'm thinking about having our dinner, I may think about there's something I'd like to talk to Bruce about, and just write down that note. So I don't have to so when it comes time for the session, I don't have to keep thinking about what was I going to say, or what did I want to say, or oh gosh, I was trying to remember something. I've just got it down on some notes that I have with me, and this also enables me to listen to my DTO partner during this period of time. So all this is just a very quick look at this thing. Lasts about hour and a half, hours now. Lasting, it could last 2 hours, 3 hours, and we have grown our own brother-sister relationship it's on top of that, so it's an apart from, and the DTO relationship has grown into a really nice relationship all of its own, and it just has enhanced the brother-sister relationship. So if you're going to try something like this, they're probably a family member, and right now when we're talking about, a lot of people are in some kind of isolation or social distancing kind of situation, or you've got a relative who's maybe living alone, or isn't able to communicate with others very well, or get out, is mobility impaired. We are, many of us are now. Anyway, we're confined, and so this is a great way to really communicate, connect, and you can do this more than once a week, certainly, and you can have more than one DTO partner. But the deal is, you really want to develop this unique relationship from which you both benefit, and one of the benefits is going to be increased happiness, healthiness, your feelings of well-being. It's just one of those great things you're really going to want to try.